Alright, so I'm mounting the lights onto the brackets, and the way I'm going to run the wiring is down through here and then out here. So the way I did the other side, I came from this side. Hopefully you guys can see that. Came from this side. Basically, use your wedging tool, and you can kind of lift up on this. And there's one here. Yep. I didn't take the full thing off because, I mean, now I have enough room to get that wire in there, you know what I mean? So basically this comes in here like this. Once you get it in where you want it, pop this back down. Also, another thing is that these are the same length, so you think there'd be a short one and then also a long one, because I'm gonna have so much cable just like coiled up, which is pretty annoying, but whatever. So I got the battery terminals, power source wired up, and then I ran the cables for the lights, the wiring for the lights. I ran it in between here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a little space between here and I guess this wind deflector or whatever you want to call it, rain guard. That's below the windshield. Put it through here and it should be able to shut completely fine. And then I ran one all the way down there, and then here's my other one I just have sitting here for now. And then so I found out these bolt holes right here are actually half 1/2 inch. It's a 1/2 inch bolt, and they give you new bolts for the brackets because I guess these ones are too long, so they give you shorter ones with a locking nut. So I actually took one of those from the longer ones because you'll have 2 spare bolts and nuts. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill this out to make it a bigger hole so this bolt can fit in it, and then mount it like right here because it's already threaded, and that will kind of keep it tucked away nicely. But yeah, so that's a plan for right now. Alright, so now I'm running the switch wire through the firewall of the car, and to do that I'm gonna run it through that little right here, this hole here. There's a grommet, it's this one right here, just took it out. This whole thing's one piece, so you have to come from like the outer, the bigger diameter circle to pull it out. I just used one of those wedges or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so I saw someone do this. His YouTube name is Blue TDR John. Definitely subscribe to him. Alright, so your brake pedal, emergency brake. He had his coming out through like right here where that bolt is, but for some reason when I was pushing it through, I could only get it to come up higher, but I think it should be fine. It's away from the emergency brake, and if anything, it's a little bit higher and more tucked away, up out of the way, so I don't see that being a problem. So what I did, in order to get this switch wire through the firewall, I had to cut this, which goes to the original switch that they send you, I guess, if you want to use that one, and if you don't buy the OEM one, which will mount in one of these locations. But yeah, so I had to cut that, and right now I kind of pulled back, cut some of the insulation so I could have more working room, and anyways, and then also I put these heat shrink tubes over top of it because I'm gonna go back once I wire it to the switch here. So I stripped the wiring just with some wire strippers, and then now I'm gonna strip these and then wire it to the switch, and I'll show you guys how to do that after I wire these together. Alright, sorry it's dark out, but okay, so I'm wiring the Cali raised LED lighting, and I'm having difficulty wiring in the switch. So it literally has been taking forever. I had it wired correctly, I believe so, because first off, they don't send you any directions whatsoever, and then on top of that, you get a blue, a white, and a black wire, and then for the OEM style switch, you have 2 red, green, and a black. And so I ended up emailing or calling Cali Rays and telling them what's going on. Like, I can't get the lights to come on. I don't think I'm getting power to even to here. So, anyways, now they sent me the right one, and I tried that. It's still not working, but I'm just gonna wire it anyways and see if I can swap out the fuse and if that will fix it. But as of now, that's what I'm doing. I got some heat shrink tubes that I'm going to slide over top of it once I get it all wired up, and then I'll show you guys how to pop this off to get the switch in there in one of those. So I've been told that in order to access these switches here, all you got to do is pull back on this gently, and it just pops right in and out in order to get to those. So let's see how this goes. Apparently you just come right here. Oh, that was actually very easy. As you can see in there, the blanks are just clipped in, and you're just gonna want to pinch that, pop them out. Shouldn't be too bad. It's gonna be kind of hard to film this, so I'll do my best. I wonder if I push it. Yeah. So you just push it forward. See? These two. One on the bottom, one on top. You just push it forward. So I was able to get the Cali raised LED ditch pod lights hooked up, and it would ended up being the fuse was blown, but I mean, I pulled the fuse in and you could like, it didn't look blown. Like, if you were to look at it with your naked eye, you'd think it was completely fine. So I went out, got in a fuse, and now they come on. So here's just kind of like a little, I'm also comparing this to like nothing. Like, I didn't have any light bars or anything, so, and also I've never had like any other ditch lights to compare it to, but I'm just going to compare it to just the stock headlights with the headlights on and off, and then just the Cali raised LED lights. So This is just the headlights on, and then this is with ditch pod lights on. I mean, you can definitely see a lot higher up. Like, I'll even turn the high beams on. I guess it doesn't really do all that much there, but I guess a little bit to the left and right. And then I'll just do just the ditch lights. This is a pretty dark road. There's a light at the very end of it, but I mean, that's a good amount of light that it's putting out. But I mean, I like them. They look sweet. Still kind of pissed that Cali raised. Wish they sent me instructions, at least with the wiring diagram. I mean, everything else you can basically figure out. I mean, it's all pretty simple. It's all kind of plug and play with putting the brackets on, and then also just putting the lights on the brackets. Like, it's really not that hard at all. I just wish, like, they told you how to wire in the OEM switch. I don't know why they would never do that, or just send you no instructions in general. But I mean, again, I'm not really the person to use instructions. But, and also, yep, you get like a little light there. I think that's pretty sweet. But yeah, hopefully this helped you guys. Thanks for watching. Again, hopefully this was helpful for you guys.